Hey guys and girls, this is Snowy here and welcome to sort of part 2 of the extended part 30 and actually part 31 of Freedom City here in City Skylines. So, as you can see in the last episode, we have built this, extensive farming industry, and it took of course more time than we want to spend on it, but naturally it happens. And I said yes, let's get on with it directly afterwards. So that's why I am uploading immediately this episode after the episode you were seeing before this one. Still, I did a few modifications. So to just start with, I created just a few of these warehouses which hold up the flour here, and here also the animal products. And I created a little bypass over here, or actually under there, just to make the traffic go better. I can also make one over here, but that is something for a later concern, because you have only so much time. Still need to make a roundabout here, but that can also wait. And okay, now here comes the catch. The reason why the oil was exporting so much was actually caused by the fact that these two train terminals, they only go out, they do not come in. So this one goes out to outside the map, to that way, all the way outside of the map. If it goes to the other side, it went underground and it went towards this station, which made actually no sense, because the idea was more like that this station would just go out here and to exit also the map here. So it made this kind of redundant. And this station was actually doing the same thing. So all the stuff what you're seeing here, all these warehouses, the only thing they actually could do was exporting, and they could just deliver a little bit of product towards the other side of the city. Now what did I do in the meantime? I took the train line over here from this station, I put it underground, going underwater, you cannot see it, you cannot see it, and it comes above water here. Above water, well, above ground here on this end. So if we follow this, it follows a nice curve, and then it ends up here in this nice looking alcove in which I have created this train station. It will go nowhere, but that does not matter, because ships are now able to carry the stuff from the oil industry to other parts of the city. I mean, they can bring it now all the way to here, to other stations, like also here, and that's the thing that I wanted to do. So what I also did was create here on this location a Timbo turbo exchange. Now, why would I create such a thing? Now, I had a thought in mind. I want to create a Noah's Ark. Now, you might think huh? What? Yeah, a Noah's Ark. That means I'm going to create here in these hills basically a storage depot for all the stuff that we just have in the city. Just all the plastics, all the metals, all the glass, all the, everything that is produced. It will be sort of stored here as much as possible in the biggest storage facilities that we can find. Now I also created here a little bit of water area, as you can see. Still a little bit of flooding, but that will disappear. Eventually a harbor can be created here, and the road can also go all the way to here. Now, this road will lead towards this, what I will call the Ark of Noah. Now, that means we have to carve a lot out of this mountain. That's interesting, that's a favorite thing to do. It's landscaping. Yeah, we love that. So, landscaping. We take this option and we go just straight into that mountain. I don't care. Let's create a grid pattern, and also let's figure out which warehouse we are going to use. Now, are we going to use the big warehouses or small warehouses? Now, let's see. It's all depending on how much can we store there, like capacity. The amount of trucks is not that important. Like this thing has a capacity of 400,000, but this thing is pretty large. This thing has 250, this thing has also 40,000. Wait a second, let's put that aside, let's take this road. We are going to compare a few of these lovely things together, you know, to see what is the most biggest. So let's make this a little bit longer, like that. And let's just compare a few of these warehouses, because we want the best buck for our money. This thing contains 400,000. Okay, let me put it there. 400,000. Okay. This one also 400. This one also 400,000. So that's more in length version. Okay. This thing will have 250. It's a little bit smaller. Yeah, but not big enough. So we don't have bigger ones. So okay, where are the other ones? And these are basically the standard ones that are in game. Now these are, yeah, this is the big one who contains 750,000. Now that's the biggest one. 750, and this one also 400,000. Yeah, this one is nearly the same size as this one, slightly smaller than this one. Yeah. And then if we take this one, 250. Now I know that with this one you can place two of them, you know, for the price of one. Yeah, let's say we take this road and we take it down here, and I take this thing over here like that. I can, well, technically put one there, and I can also put one, you know, clockwise there. So in theory, for the place of one of these, you know, which have like a storage capacity of, I don't know, it does not show here. It was 400,000 if I remember, and these have 250. I think we're best off with these things. Yeah. Besides, they are also very small, so I think, yeah, we will go for those. Okay. That's settled. Let's remove all this junk. Bye. And let's just, you know, fill this area up. Okay. Now I expect some traffic, so I'm going to use a small 4-lane road about here. Now let's see, this is like the highway. Okay, now how are we going to do it? Let's drag that highway a little bit further towards that area. Let's see, where is the highway? Here. There's the 3-lane part. A little bit back. Here, okay, that's the 2-laner. Here we go. We go straight into this area. Now, why I am doing this? The reason is, like, you know, I want to create like a big buffer. You know, once we start to build the, let's just go all the way to there, and then stop, and then go back. Yeah, like that. That went not entirely right. Interesting to see that there is no, you know, symbol blinking there. Let's do this again. From there to there. How about now? Yeah, that's better. Great. Now let's see. What we can do is now I wanted to use the one-way, I mean the 4-lane road, but we can also make use of the one-way road. You know, maybe that would actually work even better, I think. Otherwise it will go crisscross through each other. I don't think that is a good idea. Yeah, we will do that. Okay. Let me put this road together and let's see what happens. Okay, shall we? Well, have a look at that. I think that I even overestimated the amount of space I, needed. Because, if I look at this, I think like, well, I could have saved a lot of mountain. Now, how many warehouses do I actually have? I have like 6 here in length, width, depth, whatever. 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6 by 14, 6 by 14, is that 84? 6 times 14? Yeah, that's 84. Now, we do have, I think 84 is a pretty 84. Let me think about that. Now, we do know that all these unique factories, they require a different amount of goods, and after I start sort of similar, gathering the goods. If I am done with that, I will make a complete inventory of all the unique factories I have and what all these factories are requiring. So I will make a list, and then after I'm done with that, I will know on forehand, what commodity is mostly required. Is it metals? Is it like crops? Is it like glass? Whatever, and it will all come from here, because this is just the beginning, because this is just a road that is going through it. I will also create like a train line coming from it. I will create a cargo terminal from here, maybe an airport. Yeah, it's also possible. So I'm thinking I have now 84 warehouses, and I have like, if I'm right, let's have a look. We have like, let's see, we do have fish, animal products, flour, paper. That's like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have like 9 types of products, but the fish is like a separate one, sort of. Actually, fish. Okay, so let me do a math. I have like 84 warehouses, and I want to take the fish a little bit apart, because otherwise we have 9 products. 9 times 10 is 90. Okay, now if let's forget about the fish. I can always create a few more warehouses for that. So we are assuming 8 different products, and we have 84 warehouses. So that means like I can create for every type 10 warehouses. Yes, and then I have 4 to spare. Well, those 4 to spare I can use for fish, because fish is like only needed in just one place, and that is, well, actually 2 places, like the fish factory and the fish market, but the other goods are more needed in other places. So I think, yes, that's the same way as with crops, because we have crops is like, well, also needed in many places, but already I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 silos here, which will gather the crops. So now my daunting task awaits to give for each product like 8 warehouses. You have to love the game. You know what? I'm saving it before it crashes for some reason. Obviously. And I set these things to fill also to fill. So I would say sit back, pack your popcorn and whatever, and see me struggling with all this. Okay, be right back. I'm glad this is done, because this was like a mammoth task. And there are also a few standing not in the right orientation. Let me turn those around like that. And also this one, turn it around like that. Is that the proper orientation, by the way? Yeah, to the right side. More of those. No, they are all sitting in the proper orientation. Now I did made a few extra roads, so to make sure that not every car is going to the same road. So this road over here goes to the outer lanes and also to the crop areas, etc, etc. We also have some space here in the back in case of, well, you know, whatever will happen. And you know what, let's just also zone this area and call it yep, just like that. And we call this thing, if I get the opportunity, the vault. Jawohl, the vault. Already, you know, trucks are going there and delivering their stuff, and the nice thing about this is they're not sitting in each other's way, which is nice. Now let me see, we also need shipping lanes. Yeah, shipping that's coming from here. When all the stuff is needed, then we have to see how we are going to obtain it also. That's important. That's a headache for another time. The only thing I can do is change up the landscape a little bit, and yeah, leave it at that for now. Well, I do want to do the landscape a bit, but okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better. This little lump is okay. I don't mind, you know, these mountains around it. I mean, this should be like a secret base. I mean, let's take this option, take also this, and then put it like around there. I mean, it should be completely out of sight, as it were. You know, I know there will be. Yeah, there will be still, like, you know, train stations in there, maybe an airport in the back somewhere. Don't know exactly where or when or how, but we will figure that out. So here we have like a little hill thing. Yeah, something like that. I think that's not bad. I mean, even all those warehouses are costing money, but I think it will also export, I suppose. So it will take quite some time before all these are full. And well, when they are full, then it's just a matter of setting them to balanced, and then they will give a lot of stuff to all the factories around, and all to the unique factories actually, because this is already, like, you know, a half semi-finished product. So yeah, it's a start to something very interesting that is going to come. It's like it looks ominous, you know, it looks like a sort of Area 51. But anyway, so guys, there was episode 31, and let's just see what we make of it in episode 32. Yeah. Okay guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you the next time. See you. Bye bye.